gentlemen, esteemed dignitaries, distinguished guests, delegates, ladies and gentlemen, it is my great pleasure to welcome you all to the session on ship recycling at the Global Maritime India Summit 2023. And I'm your host for this session, Hardik Vaidya. Today in this hall filled with maritime enthusiasts and visionaries, we are here to delve deeper into the importance of ship recycling. And at this juncture, we'd like to take the opportunity to warmly welcome the Honorable Minister of State for Ports, Shipping and Waterways, Government of India, Shri Shantanu Thakurji. Welcome, sir. आपका तहे से स्वागत है इस session में. His vision and leadership for all the causes has been unparalleled. Now, please join me in welcoming our esteemed panel of experts whose collective knowledge and experience will guide us through our discussions today. The session convener, DG Shipping, Ministry of Ports, Shipping and Waterways, Mr. Shyam Jagannathan. Welcome, sir. Our session co-convener, Vice Chairman and CEO of Gujarat Maritime Board, Mr. Rajkumar Periwal. Welcome, sir. Dr. Anil Sharma, Founder and CEO, Global Marketing Systems. Honorable Secretary, Ship Recycling Industries Association of India, Mr. Harish Kumar Parmar. Manager of Transportation and Logistics Department, Nippon Kaiji Kyokai Class NK, Mr. Takeshi Naruse. Deputy Director, International Labour Organization, Mr. Satoshi Sasaki. Ms. Luisa Puccio, Director, Shipping and Trade Policy, European Community Shipowners Associations. Welcome, ma'am. Mr. Shobhit Kapoor, Marine Operations Manager for South Asia, West, Lloyd's Register. Captain Prashant Vidge, Head of Public Affairs, South Asia, AP, Mollusk. Dr. Michael Bucky, Councillor, Head of Section, Delegation of the European Union to India. Welcome, sir. And lastly, Captain Ashok Srinivasan, Manager, Department of Maritime Safety and Security. These, ladies and gentlemen, are our esteemed dignitaries on the dais. With this, please join me in welcoming Mr. Shyam Jagannathan, DG Shipping, Ministry of Ports, Shipping and Waterways, to kindly felicitate our Honorable Minister, Shri Shantanu Thakurji. Thank you, sir. Thank you very much. And at this juncture, I will request all the dignitaries of the dais to please rise for a group photograph together.
वाइड आ जाओ जल्दी आ जाओ मोबाइल फोन.
Thank you very much. Thank you. To proceed with the session modalities, may I now humbly invite the session convener, Mr. Shyam Jagannathan, to deliver the welcome address. Welcome, sir.
Namaskar. We sincerely welcome Shri Shantanu Thakur, Honorable Minister of State for Ports, Shipping, Waterways, Government of India, in this session on ship recycling at the Global Maritime India Summit 2023. I also welcome my co-convener, Shri Rajkumar Periwal ji, and our illustrious speakers. welcome to India, welcome to the GMIS 2023, and thank you all for taking time out as domain experts to join us in distilling a few path-breaking aspects in ship recycling. I also welcome all the dignitaries of the dais who are present here and shall be brief on just 5 specific aspects. The former Secretary General of the IMO once stated that if there is no shipping, half of the world would freeze and the other half will die of hunger. That underlines the criticality of shipping in today's world. United Nations Sustainable Development Goals, the SDG 12, underlines responsible consumption and production. As we all work towards, under the aegis of the IMO, the implementation of the Hong Kong Convention is one of the means in the maritime sector to achieve responsible consumption and production goals. India has a record of strict implementation of the IMO conventions. We were the first major nation to ratify the Hong Kong Convention on 28th November 2019. We enacted the Recycling of Ships Act 2019 on the 13th of December 2019. The Act not only encompasses all requirements of the Hong Kong Convention but also includes the prescriptive requirements of the European Union SAGA. There are issues. We have proposed bilateral agreement between the European Union and India under Article 11 of the Basel Convention to allow European vessels to come to India for recycling. The Maritime India Vision 2030 envisages India to become number 1 in the recycling yard of the world. The Honorable Finance Minister in the 21-22 budget had announced doubling of recycling capacity from 4.5 million lightweight tons to 9 million lightweight tons by 2024. The singular objective of the GMIS 2023 is to boost shipping recycling activities in India, and this session aims to provide current status of Indian recycling yards, transition to sustainable recycling, and challenges faced. And we welcome all for very fruitful deliberation and discussions. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. That was very eloquently done. With the welcome address out of the way, please join me in welcoming our Mananiya Mantriji, Shri Shantanu Thakurji, to deliver the special address. Welcome, sir.
Good morning to everyone. Thank you to give me the opportunity to say something here. So, today is the very special day in our Indian Maritime Summit. One of the best sessions going through by the 3 days. I think today also a very special day. In this occasion, I want to deliver something from the you. Esteemed guests, officials, stakeholders, media, representatives, I am extremely delighted to join you today for this session, the Ship Recycling under Global Maritime India Summit 2025. And it is with great pleasure that I welcome you all for this GMIS 2023. Today we have the distinct privilege of coming together from different corners of the world to address common challenges foster collaboration and celebrate the shared accomplishment in this maritime sector. At the Global Maritime India Summit 2023, among areas of the focus is sustainable and environmental friendly ship recycling in alignment with the United Nations Sustainable Development Goals. Our direction to the Waste and Wealth mission led by Honorable Prime Minister shows India's strong commitment to achieve the UN's Sustainable Development Goals. We aim to is the recycling responsibility and the managing our limited national resource efficiency. These help reduce unnecessary products and disposal of harmful materials. In this endeavor, India is committed to work collaboratively with international partners, sharing best practices and promoting research and innovation to eco-friendly, sustainable ship recycling technologies. Together, we can drive positive change in the maritime industry. India's commitment to the Hong Kong Convention 2009 reflects this delegation to effectively implement the HKC plays a significant role in advancing the UN Sustainable Development Goals, SDGs, particularly in the responsible consumption and the production. The core aim of HKC is to take the challenge faced to the global ship recycling industry and ensure the ships go together. Recycling at the end of this operational lives with the endangering human health, safe or environment. India has also implemented the Recycling of Ship Act 2029 to provide the regulation of recycling of ship by setting certain standards. The Indian government, with the such proactive policies, aim to double in this exciting ship recycling capacity by 2030, projecting an increase in India's global shares of ship recycling activities with the ensuring compliance with the global regulation and the addressing associated challenges. Allen is the Gujarat stands out an example of environmentally sustainable ship recycling practices, aligned with the crucial economy concepts. This is due to naturally conductive high tide range. Currently, and number 2, India aims to be the global leader in ship breaking and recycling, thereby ensuring safe and environment-friendly practices. On the platform of GMIS 2023, we invite both international and national and international partnership towards contributing to India's aspiration of become a global leaders in these recycling gathering sustainable growth as it expands. So I like to say that your participation make this session a very much monumental, given the monumental touch, and it can be a very very good for the near future of us and also those who are actually participated from the foreign countries. I like to thank them because this kind of program you attend thank you very much. With this word, I like to conclude my word. Thank you. Jai Hind.
Thank you, Honorable Minister, sir, for those words of encouragement and for your leadership. That truly means a lot to us. Now, with that being said, let's dive right in to this session. Please join me in welcoming the moderator for this session, Mr. P. Gopinandan, who will set the context and then take over the proceedings of the session as a moderator. Mr. P. Gopinandan from AG Shipping is the Officer of National Authority of Ship Recycling. Ladies and gentlemen, please join me in welcoming the moderator for the session.
Thank you, MC, for giving me this opportunity at the last moment. Thank you very much. Today we are at the tipping point where the Hong Kong Convention has come into force right recently, and it will be enforced by 25th June 2025. I am glad to see people here who have worked at IMO in developing MAPC guidelines and also on the national level the statutory requirements and legislations. Mr. Amol from IRS and Mr. Atulji from TFU. These people have been constantly interacting with vessel committees and with leadership to frame the upcoming regulations. Thank you, sir. So all these things we have. Once again, welcome you all the distinguished guests. I would like to start. The session will be on a hybrid mode, time permits. We'll be having a presentation from all the speakers, and I would like to invite Mr. Shri Rajkumar Vidwanji, IAS, CEO GMP, for giving his presentation. Please, sir.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, Honorable Minister, dignitaries on the dais, and fellow participants. I'll give very shortly a glimpse of what we are doing at Alang, one of the biggest ship recycling yard of the country. Can we, yeah, please. Next. Yeah. So this is the brief about Gujarat. We have different kind of ports. We have private ports, we have private captive jetties, we have GMB ports, and we have ship recycling yards. So in Gujarat, we have the entire spectrum of activities that takes place in maritime sector. If I talk about specifically about the recycling yards at Alang, it's a 10-kilometer seafront with favorable for ship recycling. It was started in 1983. There are 131 operational plots out of 153 total capacity. We are recycling more than 400 plus ships a year, which account for around 4.5 million light displacement tonnage, LDT. Till date, the Alang ship recycling yards have scrapped more than 8,600 ships. 98% of India and 32% of global volume is recycled at these yards. They are providing direct employment to more than 50,000 people and indirect employment to more than 150,000 people. We are equipped with the latest and best possible facilities for waste disposal and handling. Out of total 131 plots, 111 plots have already been registered and approved under HKC compliance. We have also registered for registration under EU SRR, and the process is ongoing. Next please. So the entire ecosystem at Alang is a kind of circular economy or circular industry. You can see the ship is owned by SIP initially, and at the end of its life cycle, gas buyers take it, goes to shipping agents, comes to ship recyclers, and then the waste management agencies, then transporters, re-rolling mills and induction furnaces, and contractors and secondary traders, and finally come back to ship owners. So it's a complete best example of a circular economy. Next please. If we talk about green ship recycling or maybe sustainable ship recycling, which is the word of the day, everybody is talking about it, let us understand what green ship recycling means. So, green ship recycling means three things. First, isolate, second, conserve, and third, reuse. Isolate means you isolate the parts of the ship which are harmful and dangerous to marine and human life. The entire ship is not dangerous. Some of its parts, some of its components are dangerous and we have to isolate that. Conserve means we have to conserve the marine ecosystem by systematic disposal of hazardous waste. Whatever waste is coming out of these ships, we have to dispose them in such a way that it does not harm our marine ecosystem and other human life. And the last part of green ship recycling is reuse. We have to reuse whatever is coming out of the scrap of the ship. That is reusing and recycling the remaining part of the ship for better use. Next please. Now what we are doing to achieve these three objectives at Alang. First one is isolate. So after this and before also this Hong Kong compliance, each ship which is coming for scrapping, a detailed plan is prepared under which an inventory of hazardous materials is prepared. That these are the things which are hazardous within this ship. Then we removal of hazardous materials and management of and treatment of this. So we separate the hazardous material and we treat it at our facilities. Then the last point in this is that the vessel is cut into blocks and brought to the concrete flooring rather than cutting in the intertidal zone, so that no waste is left on the intertidal zone or in the sheet. So these are the processes which are shown here. Next please. Now for conserve, how do we conserve? The best ways to dispose the hazardous waste at best facilities. So we have DSDF facilities, dedicated facilities which are for disposing the hazardous as well as other non-hazardous waste. Best recycling practices are adopted for conservation of environment. These are some of the pictures of our facilities. Next please. Systematic disposal of waste is important. For that we classify our waste in mainly 4 categories, and how we dispose them that has been explained here, like ceramics, garbage, glass, rusted iron, etc. This is one kind of hazardous waste is dumped at the secured landfill sites. Then asbestos and asbestos containing material is very dangerous. So we recycle it and we encapsulate it, solidificate it, stabilize, and dump at a secured landfill site. Then thermocol, puff, oil sludge, etc. That goes to incinerator. We have incinerator facilities. Then bleach water, contaminated water, other kind of oily water. That goes to treatment, effluent plants, and last POPs. They are incinerated in CSWF facility. On the right hand side is given the capacity of our various facilities: solid waste cell, then landfill site, common hazardous waste incinerator, then fire hydrant system, effluent treatment plant, etc. Next please. Then third part of sustainability is recycle and reuse. So Alang has a very good ecosystem of recycle and reuse. There are more than 80 re-rolling mills, 60 induction furnaces which recycle the steel which comes out of the ship. More than 200 ships selling reusable material extracted from the ship. There are more than 200 shops which resell these items. These are can be used efficiently, effectively, furniture, kitchenware, etc. You can see the photographs. Next please. Yeah, so if we see the overall ship, if we say it is 100% of the total material, then 99.95% of the ship recycle is not hazardous and it is reused. Out of that includes steel plates and other ferrous materials. Then rest of the materials like utensils, glassware, pipes, small crafts, etc., etc. So we put all these things to good use. Steel plates are re-rolled or they are melted and then they are being reused. Liquid waste is a process in our treatment facilities. Only 0.05% of the ship is hazardous waste. And that includes like used oil, waste oil, then electronic items like PV, PC, and then hazardous and non-hazardous waste like various other hazardous materials. So for that there is a systematic plan to treat them. Next please. Now this was all about how we are working on green ship recycling. Now our future plans, next please. for upgrading. We know the market, we know the demand, we know the supply, so we are coming up with new facilities at the site. We are coming up with new hospital facility. Then we are coming up with new labor safety and training institute, housing colony. Next, please. And we are doubling our capacity. Right now we have a 10-kilometer coastline for these yards. We are preparing another 10-kilometer coastline with 50 new plots. They will be the international size. They will be having backyard for secondary cutting. They will have advanced waste management systems. They will have landfill sites and allied infrastructure such as road, water, hospitals, electricity, etc. The combined capacity after the new yards will be around 10 million metric ton per annum, which will be biggest in the world. Next, please. Thank you so much.
Please note, Shri Shantanu Thakurji or Mr. Honorable Minister of State and Shri Shyam Jayanaji, PGS, they have to attend another session which is related to operators. Thank you, Rajkumar sir. Thank you for your presentation. We look forward to working GMB for the upcoming years. Now, I would like to invite Dr. Anil Sharma. He is the founder and CEO of Global Marketing System, one of the largest ship buying companies. Sir, I would like to invite you.
फोटोग्राफर बैठ जाओ ना यार वो है
So Vice Chairman, Shri GMB, Shri Benimar, distinguished panelists and guests. The fact is the world fleet is aging. According to the United Nations Conference on Trade and Development, the average age for the world shipping fleet at the start of this year was 22.2 years. More than half of the world's fleet is over 15 years old. According to BIMCO, 15,000 ships, or about 12.5% of the world fleet, has to be recycled in the next 10 years. This is double the number of ships that we have recycled in the previous 10 years. Therefore, the demand for sustainable ship recycling capacity is unprecedented, and India will provide the solutions the world needs. Let me tell you how. So the first key question is, we hear the term, what is sustainable ship recycling? So I'm going to ask 3 questions and I'm going to answer them myself. What is sustainable ship recycling? Does ship recycling play a role in the global climate change narrative? It's a very important question. How does ship recycling